left to right.
Right.
Yeah, probably the camera to the left. Sean and John here from Nevada Adventure Company. I know you guys got out with some of the crew here at Lake Tahoe Television, formerly RSN. People still call it R. You guys, what do you guys call it when you're not here?
I always screw up, say RSN.
Everyone does. I know, man. It drives me nuts because there's all kind of memos and things from corporate and papers that say gotta call it that. Everybody's calling it RSN. It's like.
Even on the East Coast where I grew up, we go to the resort, we'd see RSN.
Yeah. So I mean, for people to get it, I thought that was RSN. Lake Tahoe Television. Now look, so, does it say? No, it just says Tahoe today on that one. But pretty much everywhere. So you got the crew out in the desert. These guys do the snowmobiling in winter. This winter, staying in the desert with the buggies and the ATVs. How was it?
It was good. It was a good day. They got to see some new trails, got to see some new things. We had a bald eagle flying right over us when we were starting to warm up for the day. It's just beautiful sunset. All the sunsets we talk about, Mike and Drew, they were able to catch up on top of Rattlesnake Ridge with us and just catch.
Rattlesnake Ridge? Sound like you're just asking for trouble.
Nah, not too bad.
Hey, so did Drew put on a helmet? Like, how did that do with? How did his hair do with the head to wear a helmet?
Oh,
right?
perfect. It's always.
I didn't know
hair.
if he put enough gel in his hair that he actually didn't need to wear a helmet. You're like, your head, nothing happened to that thing. You hear some crackling when he put the helmet on?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. So for people that don't know what we're talking about, these buggies, these ATVs, kind of give them that big picture. Friday, maybe people showing up in town that looking for something different to do with the drier conditions to kind of balance out a little bit of snow play and then hit the desert.
So Martin Luther King weekend, we don't have a lot of snow. There's enough snow to enjoy a day, half a day. Then come on down to the desert. So once again, pick 2 hours or 3 hours, ATV, off-road buggy, and choose the time. We have about 2 to 3 different time slots each day, Saturday and Sunday. We'll get you out and see some new things. There we are.
So do you get to pick being in the buggy like that, or pick being in an ATV, or can you switch back and forth?
It's best if you actually.
That looks fun. That one looks like the most fun.
That's heck of fun.
Yeah.
It's best if you pick one or the other. We have 2 different zones. We have our ATV zones, smaller, tighter trails, more spine climbs, more ridges, versus the off-road buggies, more open valleys, but we still go up to high points, still get the views and such like that. But 2 different systems. Some of the mixed families, some of the bigger groups that want to just take a casual ride together, you can choose those things, but generally we kind of segregate those 2 types.
So when and this maybe I'm getting for the first time, you're going out with just the buggies kind of on one tour, and then the ATVs are going out because they can get into different terrain, narrower trails. I got you. Okay, I was picturing them all.
Generally, there's times when we do both of them together.
Sure.
If you have a family and you want to mix it up, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes for the smaller kids, being in the buggies helps because they're actually strapped in a 4-point harness.
You have to be a certain age. I mean, we got a 1-month-old. I know, like their necks, her neck has like no neck muscles.
Yeah, they have to drive themselves.
Oh, they have to be able to drive. Okay, yeah. So she got a while before.
Actually,
she can get in
down to about 3 years old is our general minimum, but there's exceptions to that.
Do you have like the baby seat holder that goes in the back?
We don't, but we have seatbelts that will take your baby seat in there. But once they get down into
you can put the baby seat in there.
It's circle/diaper, so kind of diaper age,
It's a busy weekend in theory that hopefully a lot of people are coming to town next week. Maybe we'll be talking about snowmobiling, but for getting out there and getting in the desert, what do people need to do? They go to a website, they call for a reservation, can they just show up? Where do you guys start from?
We start out with our website.
Questions,
Start out with our website.
Is there a question in there?
Yeah, I think it was like 10 questions in there. Sorry.
So we have LakeTahoeAdventures.com, and here's one for Drew, NevadaAdventureCompany.com.
Does he call it Nevada?
Oh, it was.
Does he really?
Take 57. No.
Oh my! You guys, if you're visiting Lake Tahoe, it's Nevada. We say Nevada.
Nevada.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to know. Thanks.
NevadaAdventureCompany.com, Facebook, Twitter under both, and then our tour center. We have a 1-800 number. We have our standard phone number. Call a tour specialist. Get booked. Get on down in the high desert. Have some fun.
Yeah, and you guys fired up next week? Maybe some snow. I mean,
we got our fingers crossed.
So what do you guys think? Like what's your kind of parameter? You say we need 2 feet of snow and we can get the operation for snowmobiling going.
Generally it's 12 inches.
Okay,
12
really?
inches will set us off. Yeah. Even if it's a powder fall and it turns into 3 or 4 inches of extremely hard pack, that's fine.
Yeah.
And where we are, we're out by Kirkwood, so I mean, the amount of snow.
And
that
it's
we generally
cold
get,
out there, that Hope Valley. So that once you get the snow, it pretty much stays
It
for
does
the
stay.
winter.
It does stay, and it
Well,
snows a lot.
Yeah. Well, have a good weekend, you guys. I hope we get a
Yeah.
lot of people in here. Martin Luther King weekend and 3-day long weekend. We'll talk to you guys again next week.
Pray for
bet.
snow next week.
Pray for it. I think
We'll let you know.
I think it's coming regardless.
Yeah, we're one of the first
That's what it
groups to
sounds like.
open. We'll let you know as soon as those are going. We'll have some of the only snowmobile tours here in the lake area.
I love it. 12 inches, all they need. Get going with some snowmobiling. In the meantime, out in the desert, Nevada Adventure Company. Take another break and be back with more of Tahoe Today.